Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's good to bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Focke-Wulf Fw-190 A-8. The Focke-Wulf 190 is a German single-seat, single-engine fighter aircraft designed by Kurt Tank at Focke-Wulf in the late 1930s and widely used during World War II. Along with its well-known counterpart, the Messerschmitt Bf-109, the Fw-190 became the backbone of Luftwaffe's Jagdwaffe, also known as the Fighter Force. The twin-row BMW 108 radial engine that powered most operational versions enabled the Fw-190 to lift larger loads than the Bf-109, allowing its use as a day fighter, night fighter bomber, ground attack aircraft, and to a lesser degree night fighter. The Fw-190A started flying operationally over France in August of 1941 and quickly proved superior in all but turn radius to the Royal Air Force's main frontline fighter, the Spitfire Mark V, particularly at low and medium altitudes. The 109 maintained superiority over Allied fighters until the introduction of the improved Spitfire Mark IX in December 1942. The Focke-Wulf made its air combat debut on the Eastern Front, finding much success in fighter wings and specialized ground attack units called the Schlachtinggeschwader, battle wings or strike wings, from October 1943 onwards. There were different variants of the Focke-Wulf that were built, variants meant for strictly ground fighting, high altitude variants, and all that, but the version we have in front of us here is one of the kind of main well-known models, the Focke-Wulf A-8, which was one of the last real main production models of the fighter version for the Focke-Wulf. So overall, a really cool fighter and a lot of history to it, basically one of the backbone fighters to Germany's air fighter wings. Overall, just again, a really nice aircraft. It's been asked for quite some time, so I'm happy to finally deliver it to all you guys that have been wanting a Focke-Wulf for some time. But yeah, overall nice build. Let's go ahead and kind of jump into taking a overview of the build and all that stuff. So, start off with obviously the front radial engine, so pretty standard, straightforward compared to my other aircraft. As we work our way to our wings, pretty simple wings here. We have the wing mounted 7.62 millimeters, I believe, and also the 20 mils, as well as the cross there on the wings representing the German. That's German aircraft. The cockpit, obviously, the cable that runs back to the tail, all that, and the marking tier on the side of the aircraft. So again, a pretty simple little fighter, but again, going to make an awesome addition to pretty much anywhere where you want to have some kind of German, World War II aircraft present or something like that in your maps. Anyways, that's it for this overview. Let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, go ahead and move into our tutorial. We're going to be beginning with our first layer, layer number 2 here. Now, if you're completely new to my aircraft tutorials, the way I like to structure these tutorials is to do half on camera, half off. What this means is we're building half of the aircraft on camera and then building the air half off camera. So basically, I'm going to build the entire right side of the aircraft, and then between layers, you'll copy it over to the left side. This aircraft's completely symmetrical, so whatever we have on one side will be the same on the other side. So again, pretty straightforward stuff, and it'll make sense a little bit as we progress further. This is also only the in-flight model, so I do not have the latest version for you guys, so just again, take note of that as well. Anyways, let's go and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place down a birchwood slab here, followed by a black concrete block, and then a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz top slab, birchwood top slab, smooth quartz top slab, a end rod, which is going to be coming down like this, 2 iron trapdoors, again on the kind of the bottom portion of the layer above, so 2 iron trapdoors like that, and then another brick top slab like that to go and finish that off. And then right there is going to make your center line of the aircraft. From this point, we're going to go ahead and then take our birchwood stairs. We're going to place down an upside down stair like this, and then a stair going back from it. So you have a corner stair and then a normal stair. We then want to take our quartz full blocks, and we're going to place down a row of 4 back. So 1, 2, 3, then 4 quartz full blocks, followed by a quartz upside down stair, quartz top slab, and an iron trapdoor, and then a birchwood trapdoor directly after that. Once that's finished there, we're going to go ahead and continue on by going to our first block here. We're going to place down a quartz stair like this. Coming off this quartz stair, we're going to place down a end rod, and then going back from the quartz stair, we're going to place down a row of 2 here of quartz full blocks. So 1 and 2 quartz full blocks back, and then a spruce wood stair like this on the end here, and then a skeleton skull on the side here, this quartz slab. Now from this point here, we're going to go ahead and place down another row, or another row just like this one. So coming off this quartz stair, we're going to place down an air stair. So that turns into a corner stair, a regular stair, 2 quartz full blocks back, and then a spruce wood stair here on the end. Our next row is going to be slightly different. We're going to go ahead and place down a quartz top slab, come off the side of the stair, quartz upside down stair, quartz full block, and then a spruce wood stair directly after it. Our next row, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 quartz top slabs, and then a spruce wood top slab here on the end. Our next row, we're going to place down a quartz top slab, an air brick top slab, and a quartz top slab. And we also want to go and place down a end rod, which is going to be coming off of this quartz top slab, like that on the side there, for your mounting guns. When we get to this point, we want to go and then place down a row of 2 of air brick top slabs, followed by a dark oak wood trapdoor. We're going to go and then place down an iron trapdoor, dark oak wood trapdoor, and another iron trapdoor. We then want to place down 2 iron trapdoors, followed by a spruce wood trapdoor. We're then going to place down a row of 3 of birchwood trapdoors, and then 1 birchwood trapdoor coming off the middle one like that. And looking at it from above here, this is what we should have for layer number 2 for the build. As you can see, we have our wings established and basically a good start to our fuselage here. And yeah, that right there is it for the layer. Take what we did on the right side, flip it over to the left side, and we'll get this design from up above. Anyways, that right there again is it for layer 2. Let's move on to layer number 1. Alright guys, moving into layer 1. Layer 1 is a super simple layer. All we're going to do is go to the bottom here of the nose. We're going to go ahead and place down 2 birchwood trapdoors like this back, followed by an iron trapdoor, and then 2 rows of 5 of iron trapdoors across, directly after it. So you get something that looks like this here on the bottom, and that right there is it for layer 1. So again, as I mentioned, very straightforward. Actually, sorry, and then an iron trapdoor that comes back like that. But yeah, that right there is it for layer 1. Pretty simple stuff. And with that, let's move on to our next layer, layer number 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a black concrete block on top of this birchwood slab like so. We then want to place down a polished diorite block coming off of it, and then a diorite wall here on the very end there to make the tip. And actually, this isn't a black concrete block, this is a shulker box on its side like so. Coming off the black shulker box, we'll place down a black concrete block back, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 green terracotta blocks, a yellow concrete block, 1, 2, 3, and 4 green terracotta blocks, a smooth quartz block, yellow concrete block, and a birchwood upside down stair there on the end. After that's finished, we're going to then place down a dark oak wood trapdoor here, open up like that, and on the outside of the trapdoor, we're going to place down an air trapdoor and have it, kind of closed on it like that. After that's finished, we're going to then place down a black concrete block back, and then a dark oak wood trapdoor to the side of it. We then want to place down a mossy cobblestone wall, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 green terracotta blocks back, a sandstone wall to the side here of this yellow concrete block, and then 1, 2, and 3 mossy cobblestone walls back like so. Going ahead and move into the wings, we're going to place down a green carpet here, followed by 2 dark oak wood slabs. We then want to place down 3 rows of 3, a green carpet going back. After that, we're going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor on the front here, then 2 green carpets. We're going to grab ourselves some black and white carpets, some iron trapdoors, and also dark oak wood trapdoors, as well as birchwood trapdoors. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor on this quartz slab in the front here, followed by a black carpet, white carpet. Then after that, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood trapdoors, and then a black carpet. A nice row here, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor, followed by a dark oak wood trapdoor, and then a white carpet. After that, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood trapdoors here, on top of those 2 iron trapdoors, and then a row of 3 of birchwood trapdoors, so 1, 2, 3, and then 1 on top of this one right here on the very tip there. And that right there is going to basically finish off your wings, and with that, that will finish off what we have here for layer number 3. Anyways, with that, let's move on to layer number 4. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4, to get started with here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood top slab above this black shulker box, followed by a black concrete block directly behind it. We then want to place down 2 green terracotta blocks, and also an iron trapdoor on top of this diorite block here in the front like that. After those 2 green terracotta blocks, we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, and 4, like base stained glass blocks, followed by a green terracotta block, a Yellow concrete block, green terracotta block, dark oak wood stair, slab, dark oak wood stair, 2 green terracotta blocks, and a spruce wood plank here on the very end. After that's all finished, we're going to go ahead and go back up to the front here. We're going to place down a dark oak wood stair coming off this black concrete block, dark oak wood corner stair coming off it toward the front there, and then going back from the stair, we're going to place down 1 and 2 dark oak wood stairs back, and then a dark oak corner stair, followed by 1, 2 dark oak wood slabs, dark oak wood stair, and then a mossy cobblestone wall, followed by a sandstone wall, a mossy cobblestone wall, and then a zombie head, and then a zombie head at a slight angle, like so. When we get to the back section here, we're going to go off these green terracotta blocks 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dark oak wood slabs to the side here, and same thing right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the sides of the spruce wood plank, we're going to place down a spruce wood sign. After that's all finished there, we want to go ahead and go to the side, and on this mossy cobblestone wall right here, we're going to place down a banner with a letter on it, and this is basically to represent squadrons or something of that sort dealing with this aircraft. So we have an A on here. You can go ahead and choose whatever letter you want. I'll be linking 2 tutorials in the description, which will cover how to do letters and numbered banners. So you can kind of pick and choose what you guys want to do here. But as you can see, I just have a letter there on the side of the fuselage. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for layer number 4 for the build. With that, let's move on to layer number 5. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 5. For layer 5 to go and get started, we're going to go and place down 2 green carpets on top of these, the black concrete block and this dark oak wood top slab, followed by 2 dark oak wood trapdoors, an air brick slab, 2 light gray stainless blocks, an air brick stair, an air brick slab, and then a daylight detector like so directly after it. Going to the sides here of the cockpit, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull here at a very slight angle like so, 2 light gray stained glass panes back, and a wither skeleton skull like that after it. Once that's done, going ahead and going back to the tail, we're going to place down a black concrete block on top of this green terracotta block with a green banner coming off the block toward the front here, and then a stone button on both sides of this black concrete block. We then want to place down a green terracotta block going back from it, followed by a dark oak wood button on both sides, followed by a spruce wood plank, and then a spruce wood sign on both sides of that spruce wood plank. After that's all complete there, that is going to wrap up that. And with that, layer number 5, we're going to go ahead and also add on the propellers here while we're at it. So for the propellers here, real simple. We're going to go ahead and go to this direct block, and we're going to go ahead and go to the left side of the aircraft. We're going to go 1 and 2, an air brick top slabs over, followed by a birchwood top slab. And then going down from it, we're going to place down an air brick wall that kind of comes down and out to the side here, and then a sandstone wall there on the bottom of that one. And then from this, we're going to go from the iron trapdoor to the side, an air brick wall, one more wall up like this at an angle, and then a birchwood slab, again going up at an angle like that. So looking at it from the front here, we should have a design that looks like this here for the front props. Anyways, that right there is going to wrap up what we have here for layer 5 and for the props. And with that, let's go and move on to our final layers, which should be layers 6 and 7. Alright guys, go ahead and move it into our last final layers. We have layers 6 and 7. For these layers to go ahead and start with, we're going to place down a lever. That's going to go on top of this light gray stainless block, and we're going to have it flicked so it's facing toward the rear there. We're then going to go ahead and place down 2 barrier blocks back from it. And we're going to place down stone buttons here on the left side of those blocks. We're going to then go with another row of 2 barrier blocks. So coming off this row, so you have a total row of 4, then 2 stone buttons on top. We're going to go and go up with a barrier block, place down a row of 3. On the first 2, we're going to place down 2 stone buttons here to the left side, and then a stone button on top of the last block like that. For our vertical stabilizer here in the rear, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall, green terracotta block, and a mossy cobblestone wall on the end there, followed by a dark oak wood button on both sides of this green terracotta block. On top of this green terracotta block, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab, and then a dark oak wood fence post directly in front of it, just like that. And with that all complete there, that is going to pretty much wrap up my tutorial here for the Focke-Wulf A-8. Hope you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. If you do want to use this build, I do ask you guys give me proper credit for this being thing from a sound to build, tweet to my channel, or this video if this is appearing on any social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for your free or favorite projects you guys are working on, overall enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. But yeah, with that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's be here to it for, and I'll see you guys next time.